What? I didn't have time to eat. Alright guys, in this video we're going to be testing something a little bit different from what we normally do. We're going to be testing something that I've always wanted to know. Is a rugged hard drive actually worth it? I have two hard drives here. I have just a regular Seagate 1TB hard drive coming in at $44. And then I have this Lacy rugged hard drive that says it's an all-terrain mobile hard drive coming in at $84. And what I want to know is this hard drive really worth pretty much double this hard drive? Because it kind of just looks like this hard drive just with a silicone case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both of these through the exact same durability tests and see if this one really will outlast this one. First thing I want to do is let's just open these up and see what you're getting here. So with the Seagate hard drive, you're getting a hard drive and one USB cable. So that's all you're getting. Hard drive, one USB cable. With this Lacy hard drive, which also says that it's shock resistant, pressure resistant, and rain resistant. Shock resistance, I don't know if you can see that, but it says that it's only shock resistant up to 4 feet, which for double the price isn't looking so good. What comes in this one? 2 USB cables, some type of something that I'm not going to read, and of course the hard drive. So it looks like you have a USB-A cable and a USB-C cable. So depending on which one you use, that's pretty handy. Now let's take a look at this thing. I would assume, yeah, this orange piece is just a silicone case. So, and I believe these both do take the exact same, yes, they do take the exact same cable. So basically, it looks to me like all you have is just a regular hard drive that's just a little bit bigger, and it does feel a little bit heavier. These are both 1 terabyte. Looks like you just have a regular hard drive that's inside of a silicone case, but it could be designed better. Let's see if this hard drive will fit inside this case. It actually fits a little bit. Well, the hole doesn't line up, but it actually does fit inside this little silicone case. So that's pretty interesting. So what we're going to do is, I want to put this back in this case. I want to put both of these hard drives through a series of drop tests. And what I've done is I already have a video file on each hard drive, and I just want to keep putting these through drop tests until one of them it can't play the video anymore. So let's start dropping some hard drives. And just before we start dropping these, as you can see, here's my laptop. I'm just going to plug both of these in and pull up the video so you can see that both of these hard drives are working. You can see the Seagate one just popped up, and right there is the Lacy one. And then if we go to these, you can see right there, you can see my video starts playing. Water. You can see it works. That's the Seagate one. Of course, here's the Lacy hard drive. That is crazy. You can see it's working. Now let's drop them. So of course, the way these tests, how we're going to work is obviously we're just going to start small and work our way up. Our first test is going to be, I'm just going to push them off from this table down to this table, which from here to here is 17.5 inches. So let's do the Seagate drive first. That feels so wrong. And now the Lacy drive. That had way more of a thud to it. Alright, now let's check them. Make sure they're still working. Alright, so far so good. Both of them are showing up. Let's check our Seagate drive. Flip this right here. Yep. Gently boiling and it shoots the nail out. Working just fine. Let's check our Lacy drive. I say what we do is we add, let's try it with another liquid. Working just fine. Alright, now for test number 2, I'm going to push them off of from this table onto the concrete ground, which is 36 inches. This really, really feels wrong. We're going to start with the Seagate drive. Ugh. Now the Lacy hard drive. Here we go. Ugh. That really doesn't feel that great. Alright, we're still looking good. Both drives still detected. Let's test out the Seagate one first. Alright, I'm going to hook up the positive. So where they describe the latent frosted. Yep, seems to be working fine. Let's check out the Lacy. That. So it smells pretty horrendous. This is the copper nail. Still working fine. Let's go on to the next one. Now for the third drop, we're going to go from the top of this table all the way to the ground, which is 54 inches. Seagate's going first. Next is the Lacy. Alright, let's check them. After the third drop, we're still looking good. You can see both drives are showing up. Let's check this Seagate drive. Oh, not the warranty. And we're just going to give it a bunch. So, here's what I'm thinking. Oh, it's hot. Yep, still working. Let's check out the Lacy. Let's take one of these batteries off. But that is so cool. Yep, still working. Time for a more extreme test. Alright, so since they survived one drop from the 54 inches, what we're going to do now is we're going to drop them both 3 times and see how they hold up to that. So let's go. First drop. Ooh. Second. Oh, after that drop. Oh, the lighting is not going to be very good. You can kind of see right here, the edge of this Seagate one's kind of lifted up. See if I can kind of pop that back down. Alright, second drop. And our third drop. Alright, let's see how they hold up. Alright, now let's plug these drives in, see if they show up. We'll plug in the Lacy hard drive first. That's a good sign. Right there it is. Let's see if this Seagate one is good. Oh, there it is, Seagate. I'm really surprised after it kind of cracked open like that. Let's see, let's test the Seagate one first. What I'm gonna do is if you take these batteries, is that. So here's what I'm thinking. I have right there. I think I have pushed my luck. All right, the Seagate one is still kicking. Let's check the Lacy. I'm sure it's probably fine. All right. All right. Jeez. Yep. Both of them are good. Let's move on to something else. All right, now we're going to step it up a notch. So, from the bottom of this board to the ground is 8 feet, or I think 96 inches. So we're going to drop them from here. Up first is the Seagate. 3, 2. Ew, that doesn't sound very good. Now for the Lacy. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that didn't sound very good either. Both of them still look pretty good. Let's see if they work. Alright, so as you can see, we have our Seagate hard drive connected. You can see the light right there. And then you can see right here, everything's still working. If this is even... Oh, the net part. So, and I'm telling you this because we have our first failure. Our Lacy hard drive is dead. Now watch what happens whenever I plug this up. Now I just want you to listen whenever I plug this one up. You can see it acts like it detects it, but listen. know if you can hear it, but it's beeping. And you can see it's not detecting. Now it just seems like it's beeping. Before it was making a loud grinding noise, like the motor inside was damaged. I guess maybe it's not going to do that anymore. And I took this coating off, and I was going to open it up, but it takes 4 Torx head tamper-proof screws that I don't have a driver for. But you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but on either corner there is a big dent. Like it dented itself through the coating. I was really hoping it would make that grinding noise so you could hear it. No, it's just beeping. Well, I think that's the end of our hard drive test. Alright, so we've pretty much proven that a more rugged hard drive, at least a Lacey hard drive compared to a Seagate hard drive, paying almost double isn't worth it. We put them all through the same tests, but once we dropped them both from 8 feet, it didn't survive. The Lacey didn't survive. Even though, granted, the Lacey says that it's rated for a 4-foot drop, but on the other hand, the Seagate doesn't say that it's rated for any type of drop, and it survived. So, we'll forget about this. And what we'll do is now we'll do a simulation. We'll see if this Seagate drive will survive a robbery. So, this is going to be our bad guy. Obviously, he doesn't have working phalanges, so I'm going to have to help him out. Alright, we'll take a piece of tape. We'll tape this hard drive. Alright, now he has stolen my hard drive. My hard drive is in his hand. Hey, that's my hard drive. I really need that. Excuse me? You're not going to give me my hard drive? Let me tell you something. If you do not give me that hard drive, really bad things are going to happen to you. Really. You're not going to give it to me no matter what. Listen, I'm telling you. You do not want me to take that hard drive from you. Really? You're still not going to give me my hard drive? Alright. Where's my hard drive? Well, got my hard drive. Alright, now after all that, let's see if this thing still works. That's a good sign. Oh, it showed up. Looks like it's going to be good. Just barely hot. So, yeah, still works. Surprises. Alright, let's see how many drops it takes to break this thing. Alright, so for this next test, since the 8-foot drop is what killed the Lacey hard drive, and the Seagate obviously is still working, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it from 8 feet. I'm going to drop it, pick it up, plug it into the computer, see if it works. If it does, drop it again, and I'll just keep doing that until this drive completely fails. So, test number 1. Alright, it's still working. Drop number 2. Things I've never done in my... And it's still going. Drop number 3. Drop number 4. I feel like the outside case is starting to break. You can see here it's kind of lifted up. Last time when I dropped it, it kind of did that, but I can just kind of snap that back down. Alright, this will be drop number 5, and I don't know if it was just me, but that last time whenever I plugged it in, it seemed like it was a little bit slower. So, drop number 5. Same thing, that case popped up again, but let's close it back down. 108 volts. And it's still going. Drop number 6. Number 7. Number 8. 2, 1. Alright, that was number 8. So I'm just going to drop it twice to make it 10. 9. 10. So as you probably have guessed, that 10th drop was just a little bit too much. You can see, you might be able to hear it. It sounds like it connects, but it never shows up. It's making a little tiny beeping noise, just like the Lacy hard drive was doing after it died. And whenever I feel it, I can feel like, it feels like the motor inside the hard drive it feels like it's turning, but it's having a really hard time because it's like vibrating more than it normally did. Yeah, it doesn't show up anymore. Shout out to Seagate hard drives, because this hard drive, like I said, was pretty much half the price, but 10 times more durable. Because one 8-foot drop killed this Lacy hard drive, which is marketed as the more durable hard drive, cost twice as much, and then you have this little Seagate hard drive that is half the price and withstood 10 of those drops, plus getting slammed down when it was taped to the hand of the mannequin. So next time I need an external hard drive, I'm definitely buying one of these Seagate hard drives, and I'm definitely not going to buy one of these Lacy hard drives. So if you need a hard drive, I'll have a link in the description to these Seagate hard drives. I'm really glad I made this video and answered my own question, although I am kind of disappointed. I really expected this Lacy hard drive, even if Seagate made a hard drive like this and then they put one of these rubber surrounds around it, it would probably be 20 times more durable than this Lacy hard drive. I'm really disappointed. This thing really didn't withstand that much, and it turns out it's actually pretty fragile, even for double the money, which that's kind of a letdown. But thank you guys so much for watching. I had a ton of fun making this video, and I'll see you in the next one.